this video we can learn how to write programs for list. Based on the list, we have to create many programs. So from this video onwards, we are learning how to programs for creating lists, displaying the elements of the list. Okay. So the first question is to write a program to create a list and display the elements present in it. Now see here, in the beginning, the list will be empty. So while you are writing a program, you have to take a variable a and you have to define it with an empty list. Now next step, second step, we have to append elements to this list. So we can write like this, a dot append. That means we are using the append function. A dot append 6. Now see, in list A, 6 is added. Suppose I want to add 7. So I can write like this, a dot append 7. So in list A, 6 and 7 will be added. I mean 6 is already there, 7 will be added to the list. Now again I am writing a dot append 8. Now already in list 6, 7 is there, 8 will be appended. And we can write in this way also, n equal to int input enter the value, n equal to input enter the value. In the output screen it will be like this when we are executing, enter the value. So we can input the value as 10. That now the value referred by n is 10, like this way. So we have to append the value of n to a. Then we can write like this, a dot append n. Now in list A, 6 will be there, 7 will be there, 8 will be there along with 10. 10 is appended at the last. So in this way we can append elements to the list. Now in order to append n number of elements, we need the help of loop. Either we can use for loop or while loop. Here I am using while loop. So we can write while true. We know that the while loop will be working based on a condition. If the condition is true, the loop will be working until the condition becomes false. Now see, I am writing true here directly. So this loop will be working continuously. If we want to stop the loop, we have to create a break statement here. Okay. So first we have to input the values to the list. Then we have to append it. After that we have to create the break statement. Now I am writing like this, n equal to int input enter the list. Next we have to append the value of n to the list A. We can write a dot append n. Now n is added to the list. In this way we can enter multiple elements to this list. Now I want to stop it. So in order to stop, we have to take a variable ch. Ch equal to input, and we have to write like this. Do you want to add more elements? You have to write it in the single line. Okay, here no space, that's why I'm writing here. Do you want to add more values? It should be an yes or no question. Either you have to input yes or no. That means y or n. If the value of ch is n or capital N, then we have to break it. So in order to check the value of ch is small letter n or capital letter n, we have to create an if condition. If ch in, we can write capital N or small letter n. Then what we have to do? We have to break the loop. So in this way we can enter n number of elements to this list. After that we can break the list after entering. We can break the loop after entering the elements needed by the user. Yeah, here we can write like this, enter the values, not the enter the list, enter the values. Okay. So in this way we will be creating the list. Suppose my list is having the elements 6, 7, 8, 10. And we have learned that list is having index value 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, I want to display the elements from 0 to 3. I mean, in order to access the elements of the list, we have to write a of 0. That means a is the list name and 0 is the index value, a of 0. So, inside the print function, we have to write print a of 0, then 6 will be displayed, then print a of 1, then 7 will be displayed like that. If there is 100 elements, we have to write print a of 0 to a of 100. That is a bit complicated. So we have to use again the loop. Either you can use for loop or you can use while loop. Here I am using while loop. So we can take I equal to 0 because we have to take the index value from 0 to 3. Then we can write the while loop. While I should be the condition from where to where we have to display the elements from index 0 to index 3. We know that the length of the list A is 4. 4 elements are there. So we have to display the loop from 0 to 3. That means 0 to less than 4. So we can write like this. The variable of 0 is I. So we can write while I less than length of A. That means 0 less than 4. If the condition is true, we have to display the value of A of 0. Then we can write print A of I. Because the variable for 0 is I, so we are writing A of I here. Now next, we have to display. So 6 is displayed. Now next, I want to display 1. Now the value of I is 0. In order to change the 0 to 1, we have to add 1. So we can write like this, I equal to I plus 1. In the beginning, the value of I is 0. If you are writing I equal to I plus 1, 0 plus 1, it will be 1. That's why we are writing I equal to I plus 1. Now it changes to 1. Now again we will be checking 1 less than 4, condition true. Then 7 will be printed. I equal to I plus 1. 1 plus 1, it will be 2. Then again, in this way, the loop will be working and the elements will be displayed. So in order to display the elements of the list, first we have to write I equal to 0. No need of taking I itself. You can take any variable. Okay. I equal to 0. Then we can write while I less than length of A. Then you can print A of I. Then you have to increment the value of I. Then only we can print all the elements until it reaches the value 3. Value of I become 3, the loop will be working. If it becomes 4, the loop will stop. This way we can display the elements of the list. Now we are going to write the program to create a list and display its element. Then we can write like this. First we have to take an empty list. Then we have to use the while loop to display the elements of the list. While true, then we can take n equal to int input, enter the value. After that we have to append. We can write a dot append n. Then we have to break this loop. We can take ch equal to input. Do you want to add more values? It should be a yes or no question. So we have to input either y or n. If the value of ch is n, if ch in capital N or small letter n, we have to break the loop like this way. Now we have created the list. Next step, we have to display the elements of the list. We can use I equal to 0 while we have to display from the beginning to end. So we have to write I less than length of A. It should be less than the length of A. If the length of the list is 4, means the value will be from index 0 to 3. If the length of the list is 5, means the value will be from index 0 to 4. That's why we are writing less than length of A. Then we can write print A of I then we can write I equal to I plus 1. In this way, we can write the program. So for all the questions of list, we have to create the list, then we have to display the elements. We have to follow this same method. If we can follow the same method, only the changes will be there here. Before the print statement, either you have to write one if condition. Only the change is there. Okay. So this is all about creating a list and displaying the elements of the list.